no one talks about what life looks like after you reached your goal weight while being on a GLP-1 or on any weight loss journey, as a matter of fact. So what happens now? What do I do now after I reach that goal? I met with my dietitian last week about what that would look like for me now, since I had no idea what maintenance is. So these are some of the things that I've learned. So sit back with me, chat. I work from home, so I have no coworkers to really talk to about this. So just grab coffee, water, tea, drink of choice, and let's chat. Okay, so I took some notes because I wanted to remember all of the information that I spoke with my dietitian last week. If I haven't mentioned this before, one of the requirements that I need to meet is meet with my dietitian about every 6 weeks in order for me to keep getting reevaluated for being on a GLP-1. Met with her last week, and these are some of the things that I learned. First and foremost, I did bring up the concern because once I reached my goal weight, I still kept losing weight. I wanted to stay within a range that I knew that I felt comfortable with, and I kept losing weight. And I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to go into a bad habit of eating more, but automatically my brain was like, eat more carbs, eat junk food, and I didn't want to get back to that place because I've been doing so good, and I retrained my brain that we don't need to eat junk food and eat more. We can eat volume and still eat at a low calorie deficit. However, because I want to now be in maintenance, I needed to learn what that would look like for me. So first and foremost, she did say that I need to continue eating my 3 balanced meals with still high protein. I've been doing really good with making sure that my meals, all 3 of my meals a day, are in high protein. So she did say she did not want me to skip any meals. Of course, we don't want to lose calories, we want to still increase and maintain. She did say that she wanted me to increase my calories of up to 200 to 300 calories extra. Now, one of the things I did mention to her is that I don't know how many calories I've been consuming this whole 9-month period that I've been on a low calorie deficit, because I did tell her that is very, very overwhelming for me. Before, when I used to weight lift, if you've seen my previous videos before, I used to go to the gym and do a lot of weightlifting. I would track my calories, I would track my macros, and it was to the point where it was very overwhelming and it gave me a lot of anxiety. So I didn't do any of that the whole time I've been on a GLP-1. I did come to an agreement that I would at least try to be mindful and have an idea of adding an extra 200 to 300 calories on a daily basis, extra from what I'm already eating. And that could be, she said, that could simply be just a snack with protein. For example, apples with Greek yogurt, apples with peanut butter, fruit, a protein bar, a protein shake, which I'm okay with that. Again, that's very easy to track for me, so I won't have to get overwhelmed by tracking. She did also mention she did not want me to rely on cardio. Again, the last few months, not once did I go to the gym or lift weights. I only walked, ran, and any resistance was given to me was by pushing my stroller with my 25-pound toddler, or by using my weighted vest. That's it. Nothing else. She did mention, again, to stay away from that for some time until my body balances out, and to do maybe some body weight workouts, lift a little bit of weights, and to not be afraid of my weight fluctuating at that point, since some muscle might end up start forming now. Now, for those people that think that I lost muscle during this time period, I did not. I think I kept my muscle mass pretty well. Even though I didn't lift any weights, I was still active during this whole time period. So just keep that in mind. She also mentioned that I still needed to maintain my hydration, keep drinking water, keep drinking my electrolytes. Of course, during the summer, we tend to forget about that with being busy with activities and summer school or summer activities. I know I'm really bad at that sometimes, and I forget to drink water. Okay, almost done. Also, did tell me, and she wanted to remind me that I needed to remind myself that I could still keep enjoying the foods that I love. One thing that I am very proud of while I was on a low calorie deficit, excuse me, was that I didn't deprive myself in any of the foods that I loved. I still ate foods that were my favorite, Mexican food, which of course I'm Mexican, so my top favorite foods are just foods that I grew up with eating. She did wanted me to remind myself on a daily basis that I still can continue enjoying the foods that I love and not restrict myself. And lastly, one of the things that she also brought up, which I love when I talk to her, she's just the most sweetest and kindest and supportive human being during this whole journey. She told me that now that I reached my goal weight, my goal this whole journey now isn't just about losing weight. I reached it, I made it, I reached that finish line. However, I'm not done yet. But now that I've been able to maintain this or lose the weight and learn, okay, you'll get snack in a little bit, okay? So with that being said, I think it all just seems pretty easy since the foundation of how you've been eating while you've been losing your weight is the same. Just what I'm learning is that you can still continue to enjoy your foods out of moderation. Just increase your calories a tad bit with healthy, clean snacks. And eventually, if I ever wanted to lift weights again, that would be something that I would then talk to my dietitian about of how that would look. But if you have any questions, please feel free and send me a message. I would love to see and know how y'all's maintenance journeys are going and how that looks like for you. Thank you, bye. And I gotta get back to work.